Hello and welcome to another exciting night of Panther Lacrosse, live on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. I'm Jim Schleck with Mike Kesnick, a longtime OC Award winner, 7 times I believe for Southern Dane County East Regional OCA Media Award winner. Mike
Must
Kesnick,
be talking about me, huh?
Yep, just came in to join us here.
Well, thank you. My helicopter, they allowed me to land in the practice field. I didn't think I was going to get clearance, but if the listeners don't know, I just arrived seconds ago.
And you'd never know because Mike's makeup looks tight, and he's ready for action here next to me as the Oregon Panthers take on the Appleton United lacrosse program. They're having a heck of a year, Mike. They just lost to one of the top teams in the state, Middleton, just by 2 goals.
Ooh.
So, and if you see the size of them, they're pretty tall.
Yep. The Panthers could have their work cut out for them tonight, couldn't they, Jim?
They sure could.
Well, can I just mention that I'm glad to be here in the booth with you.
Oh, it's been too long. It's nice to get a game in here.
It has been too long, and I'm glad that the contract situation got worked out and that we got the bonuses that we deserved.
Yes, and that they included that NIL money for us. We'll be going through some of our endorsements throughout the evening.
Yes.
And NIL is not just limited to announcers anymore.
Right.
I guess some of the former players, I know that Jacob Cameron down there at Carthage College just, of course, signed with who? Timex.
Oh, yes.
So he's got a lifetime supply of watches. But I guess if they take a licking and keep on ticking, that might have only been worth $9.95.
Right. It's going to go one watch, and it's a lifetime watch.
All right. Well, we facing off tonight, we got Mickelson, who's, of course, having the best year in the state at the Face-Off X. Easy pickup. Let's see here.
Push already.
Huh. Generally, they let that go. All right, so Mickelson brings it into the offensive end of the field. He's top center. Nobody's taking him. He's making his way to the goal. First shot, nice backup there by Parker. Here we go. Parker moves it over to back left, top left with Trevor Barlow. We're in the old number 9. This marks Trevor Barlow's 10th year of playing lacrosse. I coached him when he was only 8 years old down there at the Brooklyn field.
Yes, he was quite a spark plug back then, wasn't he?
Yep. They called him the human vacuum because he never came out of a pile without the ground ball.
Yes.
Jacob Yeakley moves left. Good shot. Nice backup by the Panthers.
Yes.
They're retaining possession.
Slightly wide.
All right, we'll be bringing it back around, moving up to the side right. Now we're back right. Back right with Mickelson. He's taking his man behind X. Now he's working his way across the front of the goal. Up top left. Waiting for somebody to cut there. Good double team there by the Appleton defense. I do like the Appleton uniforms. Those helmets are pretty slick.
They are. I think they've had a remake.
Yes. All right, drive from behind the net. Good
nice.
Stop. With his own rebound. He's going to bring it back around X. Going to try and move it one more to the middle. Good defense. That'll be clamped by the goaltender, and Appleton will be clearing. They move it out to the side right. Slowly moving it up the field. They find an open midfielder. Still not across the line. Good ride here. Number 3 for the Appleton. It looks like a tough handle there. Number 2 picks it up. That would be Cooper Willis.
Cooper Willis, deep hole.
Yep, he moves it down to his attack. Jacob Sturt's on there. All right, moving up top here. We got Tim Grice back there on defense as well. And now we are moving top left for Appleton on offense. Of course, Logan the Wall Leatherberry is in the net. I think he's approaching a state record for both saves and save percentage this year. He's certainly taken his share of shots. That's a shot just wide of the mark, backed up by Appleton United. So ball be coming in at X. Looks like covered by Levin Eustace, I believe.
Oh, yep.
Ooh, nice pass, shot and goal.
Yeah, that was right down the alley, right down the middle. It wasn't.
I believe that was number 11.
Yes.
Jalen Kempfer.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and at this moment, I'd like to obviously say thanks to the Old Stone Pet Lodge for housing our mascot, Pasquale the Panther.
Yes, Pasquale is. I think he's retired. Am I right, Jim?
He is, but on youth night this year, we will be giving away Panther Cubs.
Yeah.
To, the first 100 kids that come will receive a live Panther, courtesy of Pasquale the Panther. And, you know, you take that home, you raise it. Pretty soon you're in high school too, and you can bring your Panther to school because, of course, it is the Oregon High School Panthers, which means Panthers are allowed to be service animals. All right, is it at the X, moves it back.
Wins again.
Wins again, surprise, surprise. That Mickelson machine, nice look in the middle here. They're gonna pull it out and set up their offense, get their offensive line set up. Here we go, back up to Trevor Barlow. Short stick, he's gonna move it right and then roll back to his left here, hopefully for a shot. Moves it across top X. Down low to Parker. Parker Rydell. Back up to Barlow. Barlow again, top left. Covered by a short stick. He's working his way in. He's about 15 yards out. They're looking to go soon.
Nice.
Nice move inside. Goal. There we go. That's got to be...
That was Cato.
Cato Mickelson. Of course, the Mickle contingency.
Yes.
Part of that Mickelson mafia down there in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
They pretty much run that town, if I'm not mistaken.
They do. And I'm not so sure if our listeners know about Hope is also known as the tail hooker.
Yes, she's the tail hooker of Brooklyn.
She's the tail hooker of Brooklyn.
She may be the most famous tail hooker we know.
I believe so. And for those who do know, that's from her time serving our country.
Yeah, she served the military as a tail hooker.
Yes.
Was out there on the aircraft carrier as jets landed.
That's
and
right.
They hook it right to the tail.
Defending our country, damn it.
Yeah, that's why the kids have such good hands. She would literally have to catch those jets landing with that tail hook to make sure they stopped on the aircraft carrier. I mean, I know it took a few tries and we lost a few aircraft, but by the 7th or 8th one, she had it down.
It was worth it. You know,
all right,
it's
Trevor Barlow with the pickup.
Nice.
Moves it across left. Trying to find a shot. Pulls it back out to settle it down. Smart lacrosse, Trevor Barlow. You must have had a good coach when you were 8.
I bet he did.
All right.
He knows the fundamentals.
Here we go. Jacob Yeakley running downhill. You know, he had a bad hamstring earlier this year, but now he's back taking some good shots. That one was just wide to the right. So coming back in, good backup by the Panthers. We're certainly getting our opportunities. Moved up to Parker Rydell, back up to Trevor Barlow. Trevor moves it down the alley. He's got a shot. Right-handed shot. Good save by the keeper.
Nice.
Oh, little push from behind there.
Looks
I think it's going to stay white ball.
Yep, that's a push. I like, Jim, how the Panthers are getting their own rebounds. That's the second time I've seen a Panther get a rebound on his own shot.
Yes, they are following up their shots. They're backing them up. I mean, those are the little things that gain you extra possessions in lacrosse. I will also want to give a shout out to Seth Nide of the Lewis Flyers. They played their first NCAA round game today against Maryville, and they were victorious.
Yes,
I believe it was a 10-9 score.
I believe that's a rivalry game, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. They were both from the same division, and actually U of Indy lost to Limestone. So that leaves the Lewis Flyers as the only representatives from that conference still left in the tournament. They'll be heading to play Tampa on Sunday afternoon, and that ought to be a great showdown.
That's
Tampa,
a tall order, isn't it?
Yep, Tampa traditionally one of the powerhouses of Division II lacrosse.
Yes, I think I saw they were 18-1.
Yes, and here we go. We got Cato Mickelson, of course, who scored the last goal, working his way from up top. Again, nice sweep, shot, goal.
That's
no,
in.
that was in. No, off the pipe.
Off the pipe. Okay,
Gosh.
it certainly looked in.
It sure did. The cage moved like it was in, but it was a great shot. Again, Mickelson comes from a long line of players and tail hookers. I would say his brother Adam is actually with us tonight. Of course, everybody remembers Adam from that state championship team. Yep, the surgeon. And of course, more unfortunately,
Scalpel night, yep.
Everybody remembers the scalpel night we had here with Nide Medical.
Yeah,
that was a mistake again.
Yeah.
That's why we're moving to more fun, exciting adventures like Panther Cubs.
Yes.
Again, for Youth Night, I believe that's coming up maybe on the 17th is Youth Night. And again, free Panther Cubs, courtesy of Pasquale the Panther, for the first 100 kids that come. So that ought to be fun. Trevor Barlow with a move, shot, goal.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is. Trevor Barlow making that number 9 look proud.
And Jim, once you saw him cut to the middle, I could tell that that ball was going in.
Yes. And of course, you know, Barlow, known last year as, actually having several posters published in Tiger Teen Beat.
Yes.
Yes.
That most of the kids weren't familiar with.
Right. No, a lot of people think that, all the hunks are on the internet, but no. Trevor Barlow appeared in Tiger Teen Beat several times.
Well, and then I think they have their Tiger Teen Beat online, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Although, speaking of online, Mike and I were just granted an NIL deal with MySpace.
Yes.
MySpace, your place for social media.
That's right.
And Mike and I will be creating our own pages here shortly. I believe that's what they call us, pages or my home.
I don't know. I called it my face, but I think people laughed at me when I said that.
So, well, again, that's going to hurt our NIL money.
Yeah. Oh,
but
well.
we get paid on every subscriber. So myspace.com.
Not to be confused with my face.
Correct.
Once again, Jim,
Another face-off win by Israel Mickelson.
I want to say
100%.
4-0, right? 4-0 in this game.
Yep. Jacob Yeakley back up, ball's top right. Now this is a young man who's been having a good year. Number 5 here, Brett Rudy.
Okay.
Yep, he's a senior, and he's really coming into his own this year. Trevor Barlow, again, the fellow with the last goal, short stick, still trying to cover him. He's going to sweep right. They pull through. That is similar to the 11 play that we used to run at the youth level, where everyone sweeps from one side. Jacob Yeakley with another hammer, just right of the cage, backed up nicely.
I think Trevor's taking a page from his youth.
Backed up by Brady Zimmerman. No, strike that. That was Braden Kennecky. I'm sorry, Kennecky. All right, here we go. Ball's moving in from top right. This is Brett again. Brett Rudy moves it down to Parker Rydell. Back behind the cage to Braden Kennecky. Here we go. Shot.
Ooh, nice
I
save.
don't know if I like that shot selection, Mike.
I'm not so sure. I think that
That
the
gave the
goalie
goalie
had
too much time
yeah.
to laser in on that. If you're a youth lacrosse player out there, you want to shoot as quickly as you receive the ball. You don't want to let the goaltender set up to face the shot or get into position to set their feet. That makes it much harder for them to score. So again, Appleton back on offense, down 2-1 here in the first period.
All right, we're going to have to see how that vaunted Panther defense does.
So far, so good, Mike. So far, so good.
Yes.
All right, ball's moving around top left, up to top center.
That's Anton Downs with the ball.
Moves it top left. He's looking to go on a short stick. Where's the slide come from? You can't slide short to short.
Yep.
That makes it difficult for the goaltender.
Yep,
And
I believe
that's a goal.
Yeah, isn't that the second goal by Jaden Kempler?
It sure is.
I believe that's his second. Yeah,
Although
Jalen
Kempler, you said, I think it might be maybe Jared Kempler, or Jalen. It is Jalen.
And the listeners, you're going to have to forgive us a little bit. Jim and I are not that familiar with this Appleton United roster. We've actually been out of town doing the World Lacrosse Games.
Yeah.
And we were in Switzerland and Zurich, and we just have not been around recently for these interconference games.
Well, and of course the contract dispute did not work out
That did
well
not
either.
help,
Didn't give us a
yeah.
chance. And is Mickelson again with the face-off?
How about
They might
that?
as well just hand him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that.
So again, Israel, of course, is one of the many players that are going to continue their lacrosse careers. Logan Leatherberry, of course, going to Cleveland State D1 program. You know, I think he may be one of the very few D1 commits coming out of Oregon this year.
I think so. And, you know, Cleveland State, I thought Cleveland was the city, Jim. I guess I'm confused.
It is. That's a strange name. But
It's a
again, they do have a
misnomer.
Michigan
Yes.
State. They do have
yes, that's right.
Fresno
But
State.
Michigan is a state.
How about Fresno State?
Yeah.
Yep. San
you
Diego
wonder.
State.
Yeah, this is true.
So I think the list goes on.
The list goes on.
Oh, that looks like a bit of Ward, right?
That's what I thought.
But I like that. It was our player doing it. Oh, just wide of the mark is. All right, so that's followed up again. They're doing a great job backing it up. Nice job, Parker. Parker's going to bring it in from X. Nice. He's driving towards cage. I like that. Moves the ball up top. Back up to Cato. Again. Their ingenuity, I'll tell you, if we're talking about the Mickelson family in lacrosse, I don't know if there's a family that's done more in the Oregon, Brooklyn area for the sport.
No, there hasn't.
From being the godmother of Oregon Youth Lacrosse, Coyote Lacrosse, Alpha Lacrosse, Phoenix Lacrosse, and Scott tirelessly went out and bought a vehicle and painted it to be the Oregon travel van.
That's commitment.
That is. And you know what? Scott has also given up his wife and family for so much lacrosse. I just want to thank him personally for everything he's done for Oregon Lacrosse and the patience he showed with this whole debacle that was
Yes.
during COVID and everything else. But somebody who's always been there for Oregon Lacrosse.
Beautiful save.
And like I said, Hope is the godmother of the sport in this area.
Yep.
It wouldn't happen without Hope Nicholson.
And I'm not sure if the listeners know that she was voted most valuable mom.
Yes,
and
several years.
Comeback mom of the year.
Yeah, yep. And then
Yeah.
I'll tell you, she's a great teacher. She runs the science team. They do submarine races.
Yep.
She does Girl Power Africa that raises clothing and shoes for folks in Africa. They just sent a sewing machine. She's tireless. I don't know where she gets her energy, but I'd like to figure out what that is.
I would too. You know what I think it is? I think it's out of the energy balls she also makes for when the clubs
travel. That's
travel,
true.
yes.
Yes.
I believe it's peanut butter and I want to say flaxen.
And chocolate.
And chocolate.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
gotta
have
have
some
that.
chocolate,
You got
right?
peanut butter, you gotta have chocolate.
Right.
Yes. And they do make you thirsty, so then it keeps you hydrated. She's got it all going on.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, having 3 great lacrosse players in your family doesn't come by mistake either. Brothers going out and practicing. Look at the Kavanaugh brothers. Look at the Kirsch brothers. Look at the Stanwicks.
Thompsons.
The Thompsons. Oh my gosh, the Powell brothers, the Gate brothers.
Let's just put the Mickelsons right in there.
Yeah, you would. You know, I think you're looking at the future of the Korean national team right there.
I think so. You know, it's going to be a sad day when Cato finally graduates.
Yeah, the end of the Mickelson era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really has been a dynasty.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're coming back out. There was a short timeout. I know they wanted to play some music. It's just all right. Not a big fan. But at the live music at halftime, Crystal
yes.
Gale, right? How about that?
I think that's great.
Yeah. So Appleton United is going to start with the ball at midfield. 2 minutes left in the first period. Score tied 2-2. And I believe Appleton just used their first of their 2 timeouts. Ball coming in top right. Again, I think they're going to try and find the short stick matchup. I'm going to move the ball behind. He's even with the net. He's now top left from our goalkeeper, Logan Leatherberry. Top center, top right. Ball's top right. Moving right, top center. They're going to try and drive, short stick. Wait for where the slide comes from. Then you got to find the open pass. There we go. Ball still top center. Looking for a redodge. Coming up top right. Rolls to the middle. Takes a shot. Logan Leatherberry with the save, but a rebound out front.
Yep, that's Hans Riddlehoover.
Hans Riddlehoover.
Yes.
I think he was in Die Hard 1.
I think so. Yeah, Hans.
Correct.
So anyway, he was perfect position for that rebound.
That's just unlucky. The goalie made a great save, pops back out front, right into the attackman stick. Unfortunately, the D-men are covering other folks around the crease, and it's unfortunate. It happens in lacrosse.
Sometimes that's the way the ball bounces.
So Panthers are down for the first time here this game. Is Mickelson, of course, steps up to the X. Trevor Barlow on the wing, and Cato Mickelson out there on the other wing.
I don't want to jinx him, but what do you think the odds that Izzy wins this face-off?
I think they're good.
I think they're pretty good. I'm
Yeah.
going to look up my FanDuel.
Yeah, I don't know what his over-under was today.
And he wins it.
I have been leveraging a lot of our contract on Is Mickelson.
Good.
And betting on his face-off percentage.
Yep, I think that just went up again.
Speaking of face-offs, Adam Slager just finished his second year at Marquette with a great year.
Yeah, how about that?
And he's going to be focusing. I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of vets create their own dog food and things like that. This year, Adam, for his project for the business school, as well as to make a little cash this summer, has come up with the Slager Chinchilla Chow.
Excellent.
And he it's all from food he grows, and he melds it together for anybody who's raising chinchillas and that want to have a luxurious coat. Nice move but he took a big hit on that one.
Yeah.
Adam Slager's your guy. And again, I want to remind folks that these chinchillas are support animals. They're pets. They're not meant for fur or meat.
Nope.
You can't eat them. And actually, Slager puts a little something special in that chinchilla chow that you would not want to eat anyways.
Yeah,
but it does make for a strong, violent chinchilla.
Yes, it does. And, Adams, he's just an entrepreneur.
Yes,
he's got it all.
He is.
And he's a former Panther, former face-off extraordinaire. and that was on the team a couple years ago. We had Israel and Adam on two of the best face-off guys on one team. That certainly helps.
Yes, it sure does. It made a difference. I think it made a state championship difference.
Yes, it did.
I don't know if Adam lost a face-off in that state championship game. What are we looking at here? Seems to be some sort of penalty.
I think
or
Adam
stoppage.
told
oh,
me
it's
in
the quarter. Maybe that's it.
Yes,
Maybe
the
that's the end of the quarter.
My friend Adam told me that he lost one face-off on a violation when the other face-off guy made him laugh.
Oh, I can see that.
Yes, that's a new strategy.
It is a good strategy.
Yes.
So again, getting back to the village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District actively building competency, character, culture, and community. That's your Oregon School District. And finally, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster buddy today.
All right, I already am, but you know, it's a good thing. And I must admit, Jim, this is I think the last time you and I were in the booth together. The sport of lacrosse here was a club sport.
It was. It's a WIA sport now.
Yep.
Well,
so with moving to WIAA sports, it's as a sanctioned varsity sport, things have changed a little bit. But I think on our end, as long as we get our contract signed and we're all good, we're ready to go.
Yeah, you know, honestly, it actually has been pretty lucrative for Mike and I, this moving to the full-on WIA sport. Again, the NIL money just keeps pouring in for us announcers. A lot of people might just call this, you know, payola or cash under the table for us to mention them. But, you know, a lot of people would call it NIL. So that's what we're calling it. And, you know,
Sure.
I'm happy, again, big music system that we'll be supporting. I know that's where the music's being sponsored by tonight. Napster. Any song you want to get, you can just download
That's right.
on the interweb.
Yes.
So that's pretty exciting. So
That is nice.
again, don't forget to sign up for MySpace. Again, another sponsor of Mike and I.
Not to be confused with my face,
Yes, correct.
which I did confuse.
True.
I couldn't figure out why I couldn't log on to my face, and then I finally figured it out.
Yes.
All right, Israel Mickelson. Oh, and there is a violation.
Yep.
And Izzy wins it again.
My goodness. Like
That
I said,
was-
they should just hand him the
Yep.
ball. The kid's so
That
skilled.
was the intimidation factor.
Here he
So
comes downhill. Start of the second quarter. Panthers down by 1. Moved it up to Cato. He's going to sweep left. The old number 1 place shot just right of the upper corner. Good backup.
I like the sweep.
Hi.
It was
Oh, and we've
good
got
sweep.
a tail hooker in the room
Very nice.
right here.
Hey there.
Yes, the
Welcome
Oregon
to
tail hooker.
lacrosse.
Yes.
Great evening
the
for lacrosse.
Mom of the year and comeback mom of the year. The 2 years in a row. It's hard to
Yes,
do.
and Girl Power Africa, you know it. She's the head of the Brooklyn Mafia. So happy to have her here in the booth. You know, we tried to have a game last night, but the weather just didn't agree with us. Trevor Barlow with the spin move. Again, got a picture on my phone. This is his
spins.
10th year playing lacrosse. Oh,
Oh.
good try, Parker. Nice come from around the net. Good backup over there. It's got to be white ball.
Yep.
Yep, white ball coming back in.
I had to come up and say hi.
Well, I'm glad you did. It's nice to have Hope up here. Let's see here. Ball's coming in top right with Hope's son, Cato Mickelson. He's going to sweep left. Back over to Barlow for the shot. Boom! There goes the goal.
That was a snipe, wasn't it, Jim?
Yes, it was. You know, he trained his shot. He used to have a large butt end in the shape of a skull that he got from his coach.
Excellent.
And then he was able to you know, work on that shot and hold that bottom hand down, which gives you a lot of power.
Yes. Well, he fired a BB and it went in. So that ties the game. So at 11:05 left in the second quarter, the game is tied.
I also want to give a shout out to some of our alumni that are serving in the military, Carl Brooks and Zach Zilke. Thank you for your service.
Yes. I think Hope taught them everything they know.
That's true. I don't believe either of them is a tail hooker.
No, but you don't mess with tail hookers.
Nope. Well, have you seen her tattoo, the tail hook tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
So
Don't
don't cross her wrong.
While we were chit-chatting, is Mickelson won another face-off?
you don't say.
Yes, surprise, surprise.
Never would have known.
No. All right, so we go up to the top of the box. Jacob Yeakley's running downhill. He has a nice rebound caught by the Appleton United defender. And ball's coming back up the other way. Good ride, nice hustle with the Panthers getting back on the ride. Trevor Barlow with a good hit at the midfield. Looks like, a flag's being thrown from way down on the other end of the field. I guess he did come up a little high. So this is going to be a free possession for the Appleton United squad. They work from behind the cage, going on Levin Eustace. He forces him back. Stops at the goal mouth. He's still back center, trying to work his way back left around the goal. Looking for pass up top. Double came early.
Nice
Shot wide of
save.
the mark. We were lucky on that one. Or was that a save by the wall?
I think it was a save. And I tell you what, that was a Hans Rittelhoover again, and he had nobody in front of him.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Logan felt like Bruce Willis
Yes.
facing him down in Die Hard 1.
Die Hard 1, yes. And Hans had the Luger aimed right at his head.
So ball's coming in back right. That'll put Appleton United man up. And the Panthers will be short a player for that high hit just a moment ago. So ball moves back right, moves it to the side right. Nice save again by Leatherberry. Got a piece of that one. Logan's just having a heck of a year. He's probably faced 80% of his shots within 8 yards and has continued to make double-digit saves in virtually every game. I think after about his 13th save, he will have set a new state record for saves by a lacrosse goalie.
Oh, no.
Ball's live, side right. It rebounded oddly off a defender. Top center, top right, top center. Shot from way up top. No, back up here. Does that go to the goalie? Nope. It's still going to stay with Appleton United. Looks like we're even up now. Cato Mickelson has joined the defender, so we're down 6-on-6. I also want to thank, another NIL sponsor, Chico's Hair Club for Men.
Yes.
Yes, they sponsor my toupee weekly.
Yes.
I'm wearing a tight perm tonight. I hope everybody appreciates that.
I didn't know if that was dreads or what that was.
Nope, tight perm,
Okay.
perm. I can see, I had dreads last week, and then the faux hawk. I mean, I'm trying to rock them all.
Yep.
Chico has quite a collection of toupees.
Yep.
And
Extensions.
wigs. Some people call them wigs. I call them a toupee. That was a look cross field off the Appleton United. It'll be clearing your friendly Panthers.
Panther ball.
Don't forget, Youth Night, free Panther Cubs. Again, Jacob Yeakley, Tyler Wald, the Yeakley family have been a huge support for Oregon Lacrosse as well. Have played for years. Jacob's a senior this year. Not sure where he's heading next year. But another huge family for Oregon Lacrosse and helping it grow. And I want to thank all the youth coaches out there that are helping Oregon and Brooklyn, Stoughton, McFarland, Broadhead get the youth program up to speed, as now that we are a WIA sport, it's great to continue to see it grow. So ball's moving up top right. We're going to see a sweep here out of Cato Mickelson. He's just got too many wheels, and that sweep around to the left and the pass back up top to Trevor Barlow, that pairs offense up top. That seems to be where a majority of the offense is generated out of this this Panther squad.
I believe the Panthers are going to slow it down until they get another offensive man on the field.
Now it looks like they got a sub, but 1, 2, 3. Now we have it.
Here we
Jacob
go.
Yeakley. Here we come.
Jacob's coming back on.
We were just speaking of his family. Great to have him out. Here we go. Jacob from up top. He's on a shorty. He's going to sweep back to his right. He's going to switch with Trevor Barlow. Maybe look back. Back to a shorty. He's a lefty, of course, so he'll drive the right lane. Oh, that's a mugging.
Yeah.
And he still gets the shot off.
Yeah. That
My
was,
goodness.
I'm not sure if they're going to call interference, holding,
Felony assault.
or felonious assault.
That might be a
Yes.
2-year.
Yes.
But no, I think that was fine.
Yeah, no.
Trevor popped right back up
Yeah.
like a spring.
Yeah.
It wasn't a felony assault.
Trevor's.
That's a misdemeanor.
Yep. Yes. Trevor's a hard man to keep down.
Yes, he is a heck of a linebacker in football, too. He hits like a truck.
So it's going to be
Of course,
Panther
he
ball.
comes from a long line of lacrosse brothers as well.
Yes.
Down there in the Wabisa hotbed of lacrosse.
Yes.
I understand
Wabisa Beach.
Wabisa Beach has its own private fenced-off field that some people mistake for a tennis court.
Yes.
Another nice shot by the Brooklyn Mafia member, Cato Mickelson.
Was that Cato?
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
I think he might be there for a hat trick perhaps by now.
he could.
He's just turned into quite an athlete. He's a great cross-country track. There's not a sport that he's not good at. And I'll tell you what, he's a heck of a nice kid, too. Always smiling, very positive.
Yes.
He reminds me of your son, Mike.
Oh, very nice.
Drew Kestnick and
Yes.
Harry Kestnick, both always positive,
Yes.
good athletes, nice family.
and
I
Drew-
know they get that from their mother.
Drew has learned a lot from the Mickelson Mafia, by the way.
Yes.
And I'm not so sure if the listeners knew that Brooklyn had a mafia.
Yeah.
But they do.
They do. Oh, look at that.
What
Now
do
they're
you
just,
know?
again, I'll leave it one guess for the fans. Is Mickelson won the faceoff? Oh, get in there. There we go. Ball down on the ground. Is sure
Ball
scrapping
fight.
down there.
There we go. Keep on it.
There we go. Ball's in
ride,
on a clear. The ride's coming back. I think is going to get trapped. We got to get him off the field so we can get another defender on. Otherwise, they have an odd man rush. So here we go. Good hustle on the defense getting onto the field. I believe that's Brady Field out there. He was new to lacrosse in high school, and he's come back to be playing man down D here as a short stick D midi.
Well, that's nice.
I love it. He's quite an athlete, nice kid, family's great. Really fell in love with the sport, and he started a little bit late, but he's certainly come into his own. So Levin Eustace on the ball, of course, Leatherberry in the net. He's got to be close to his to the record.
He's getting there.
I think he has close to an 80% save percentage this year, which in lacrosse fans, this isn't like hockey where you might see 95 or 94. A good save percentage for lacrosse is somewhere in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I was going to say 55
So to be
maybe.
at 80 is, and again, with a young defense, it's almost unheard of. So again, Logan's been playing now for almost 10 years as well. He's, again, going to play D1, Cleveland State next year, and couldn't be happy for him and his family. Good hockey player also. But they've been a dedicated family to lacrosse and lacrosse in the area. So Jason and Stacy, and even Addie, who's showed up for more lacrosse games than you can count.
That's right.
Have been at virtually everything for these Panthers, Coyotes, even a little while there with Alpha. So I mean, it's quite a squad. And Aiden Leatherberry, their older brother, of course, who was on the state championship team, is now helping coach over there with Joe Judnick and
Yes, I believe it's U14 they're coaching.
yes,
Or
and-
the JV, I'm sorry.
Yes, Austin Lynch is an assistant coach, and of course our favorite Tim Francis,
Ah, yes.
who I would be remiss in not shouting out that he's been involved with this program for about 10 years as a Coyote coach and a Phoenix coach, and has worked with a lot of these kids for about the last 8 or 9 years. In addition to serving our community as a police officer, and I just want to tell him how appreciative I am of the work he does every day and what he's done for this program. He's a tremendous individual, and the program's lucky to have him.
Right. Great human being. Being a law enforcement officer is not an easy job.
Nope, and I'll tell you, he's not just teaching these kids to play lacrosse, he's teaching them to be better people.
Yes. So here we have a timeout. I believe the Panthers took a timeout. So with 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the second quarter, it is a 4-3 lead by the home team Panthers.
And again, we want to thank some of our sponsors. Wisco Industries is a proud supporter of the Panther Sports, celebrating 75th anniversary in 2024. And we'd also like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Culver's of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious, and Delicious is right. Culver's is special for our area.
I got a quick shout out to my NIL sponsor with the little blue pill.
Well, of course, that's for hair regrowth, Mike, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. Is that the Propecia for hair regrowth?
That is.
Good. So, again, lovely night here, beautiful sunset, looking out at the Wisconsin farm fields. Panthers have the ball. They're up 4-3 with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left in the period. And again, as long as we're mentioning NIL sponsors, I have to say these outfits that the Garanimals have provided us that have a little hippo on the pants and a little hippo on the jacket, Sure makes it easy getting dressed for these events.
And the footies.
Yes, well, I mean, the socks that work well, but the Garanimals, I mean, a shark goes with a shark. A polar bear goes with a polar bear. You can mix up the bear collection, they call it, where you can interchange the koala, the brown bear, the grizzly, the polar, and have unlimited outfits.
Yes, very user-friendly.
Yes, and so with my new look, tight perm I got from Chico's, my Garanimals slacks, and my nice blazer, I think I'm promoting all of my NIL sponsors quite well.
You are. I notice the Panthers are moving the ball around very well right now.
Yep,
They're being patient.
And the offense is being created at the midfield. So they're dropping the 3 attackmen back and just rotating a triangle around top, looking for the opportunity to go on a short stick. Now, they probably want to pull Cato out. They got Trevor on top. They're working to get the short
Loose
sticks
ball.
up top. They got to get in there with a little more aggression. The one thing I would say that we've been lacking is aggression on ground balls in that offensive area.
Yes, and I did see right at that play we had 3-on-1, and I'm not sure who they're going to award the ball to.
No, it looks like it's going to be Panther ball. That's good stuff.
And it should be as if you're 3-on-1. So the Appleton United D-pole had his work cut out for him. I believe that was Aiden Eccles.
Also want to say Stoughton Health. Thank you for sponsoring the Oregon Panther Sports as well as your local pizza pit.
Cato on the move.
Nice shot. I think that for sure is at least 3. It might be 4.
Yes. Now, help me out. Is Cato a left-hander, or is he just that good offhand?
He's a lefty.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes him all the more deadly.
Yeah, it is.
You know, his brother is heading out east to face off at Washington and Lee, a traditionally strong D3 program. Great school, wonderful education, as well as a beautiful area of the country. And that just goes to show you, you don't have to play your traditionals, your footballs, your basketballs, to get an opportunity to go play college sports.
That's right. It's Lexington, Virginia is a great town.
But as we were talking about, I wouldn't be surprised to see Cato with some offers too after this summer. I believe he's a sophomore, maybe going into his junior year, and it might be actually after their junior year they can offer. But my goodness, he certainly has that great first step. He's all right. I like this. Is Mickelson on a short stick? Now I would have everybody clear out and give him some space so they can't slide easily.
Who is Mickelson, who happened to just win the face-off?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
Imagine that. Yeah, never would have known.
My goodness. I don't know if I've ever seen him lose. He's
Okay.
amazing. He's a magician here.
He is. The Panthers are slowing it down. They're being patient. Why not?
I better knock on wood, as I was reminded by our camera person that I should not jinx our face-off guy by saying that.
Yes, we should stop.
I'm still going to call him the magician Mickelson now.
Yes. I mean, we've had the surgeon, the magician.
He could be a magic Mickelson. How about that?
Yes.
Yep, Magic Mickelson on a short stick. I might go with that. I kind of like it. He is kind of like magical. And he's tough as nails. He gets that from his tail-hooking heritage.
That's right. I mean, he's like a magician. You know, now you see him, now you don't.
Yep, like the Magic Man.
Correct.
Yes. So, Jacob Buckley's going to sweep right. Now he makes the move inside. Now he's going to bring it back right.
Lost his footing.
He was met by a couple long sticks there on the Appleton United squad. Nice scoop by Trevor Barlow. Just like I said when he was little, Trevor Barlow with the ground ball out of a crowd.
That was nice.
He's been doing that since he was 8 years old. That one tough guy, was never the biggest player out there, but always the toughest. And I still think that's true. All right, is Mickelson the Magic Man with a sweep, scoops it by the goal?
That was a version of
a
the
shovel.
Yeah, the Ojibwa paddle.
Yeah, a low paddle. So here we go. Ball's coming up top center. Moving down, we got a bit of a break. I think they don't want to force this here. They don't have the numbers here on Appleton. Looking to go inside.
Wow.
Good handle.
It was a good feed, but
a nice check also.
Yeah.
Levin Eustace here with the D.
Very nice.
Who's number 19? Because that's not on my list. Is that Rothering?
For Panthers, I am not sure.
Yeah, number 19. He's been having a good night. I've been watching him. He's been playing excellent lacrosse. I'll tell you, talk about another nice family. The Rotherings, they have put their heart and soul into lacrosse, both on the boys and girls side. And how about those Panther girls? They're having a heck of a year. I believe they're playing Wanakee tonight for the conference championship.
No kidding.
Yep, got to give them credit. I think they're on a 9 or 10 game win streak.
Awesome.
Boy, this Henry Rothering reminds me a little bit of Eric Patterson, his run and his defense, his black shoes. And of course, Eric Patterson had an unbelievable year down at Capitol in the Columbus, Ohio area.
He set some records, did he not?
Yes, he was the league leader in caused turnovers as well as
ground balls,
and being named the player of the week and the team of the week. I think he also won Rookie of the Year. So Eric had an amazing first season down there at Capitol Lacrosse in that Ohio league. They just have upside here going into the future. It looks like they have a solid squad, and I know Eric's having a great time.
Yes, and I'll mention it real quick. I spoke with Eric's dad, Chris, and he said Eric, in the summertime as a youth, did not play lacrosse. So because he was heavily into basketball.
Oh, he played summer lacrosse. He was on my Coyote team. He was on the Phoenix squad. He was on the Team 18 with Kyle Harrison. He played quite a bit of lacrosse.
Okay,
in the
so
summer.
he decided to pick it up then a little.
Yeah, I believe that he did both. Was the comment? Like he literally played both sports very intently. Which, I don't know how he did it, but it sure has led to him being in great shape and playing terrific defense. 21 seconds left in the half. Appleton has called their final timeout of the half. Score is 5-3 Panthers with 21 seconds left. We'll be right back with more Panther sports. Great, now returning with the last 21 seconds of the half. Again, don't forget to sign up for MySpace, our new NIL sponsor. As well as if you want to download some fun music like CCR, like you're hearing in the background, Napster. Napster has every song you ever want to hear in an MP3 format.
Aha!
How about that for technology?
That's up there. All right, so 21 seconds for Appleton to try to get something done here. Let's see if the Panthers are up to it.
Also want to thank Kmart being a sponsor. Oh, I think he hesitated on that pass, but there's still 9 seconds left. This is when you don't want to give up a ground ball or a quick goal. You want your goalie staying focused.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's how it happens. Hey, there he goes to clear it all the way down the field.
The old Gilman.
Yes. So that'll leave us at halftime. And before we go to halftime, I want to say we'll be right back after the half with tonight's matchup between the Oregon Panthers and Appleton United on your OCA Media. And of course, with your host, Jim and Mike Kesnick, 9-time OCA Award winner of Southern Regional Dane County Lacrosse Broadcaster of the Year.
That's right, 9 times, and that 10th one was close that I made it through the regional sectional, but I don't know, the Russian judge just wasn't up to it. So.
Yes. But anyway, now we're back. I think we're going to go for 10 this year. We're going to make it happen. and welcome back to Panthers Lacrosse. Happy to have you back on this beautiful evening here in southern Wisconsin, where we find the score 5-3 Panthers over the Appleton United. Again, if your organization would like to join our family of sponsors whose donations help make Panther sports possible, please visit our website for more information, ocamedia.com, where you also find downloadable 8x10s of Mike Kesnick, local OCA award-winning broadcaster. He's, again, won 9 straight OC awards for Southern Eastern Regional Broadcaster of Dane County for the sport of lacrosse. So we're lucky to have him here.
Yes, finished second in the sectionals.
Just that 1 year, you've won every year since. I know that you've donated your medals to handicapped children that win races that they don't hand out medals for, like you did for all your marathons. That's very generous of you, Mike.
Gotta do it for the kids.
Yep, a lot of people would keep those just out of pure vanity, especially somebody who's ran the Ironman in Hawaii the number of times you have.
Yes, it's all for the children.
That's right. Oh, it's a battle at the X. I think we're coming out. I hate to say it, but I jinxed Iz Mickelson. He actually lost one face-off, and I don't know if it's getting colder because heck may be freezing over because I've never seen him lose one.
Nope.
All right, so moving on, the Appleton is moving right to left here on the field. They are now top right. Looks like we're moving ball top left. And again, we want to thank our sponsors this evening, Culver's, the Old Stone Pet Lodge with Ron and Panther care that he provides year in and year out. Kids, if you want to go see the Panther, just go over there. They keep him in that special glass enclosure. And they do feed the Panther dogs and cats that haven't been picked up after a certain number of days. But, you know, it does save the school district on Panther chow. So we are happy to have that. Again, Pasquale, the only Panther with orange feet.
That's right.
So moving on, we've got an exciting series here. Guess who comes out of it? One of the Mickelson Mafia, Cato Mickelson. I don't know if everybody remembers the Green Hornet, but Cato was the assistant. And I don't know if that's where Cato's name came from.
I think it is.
Or, you know, we lost OJ recently. It could have been from Cato Kalin.
It could have been.
But I doubt it.
Probably not.
I don't think that's the case. Good shot there by Jacob Yeakley. Just
wide.
Just a little bit wide, but he had great placement on that shot. I thought that perhaps was a goal. I want to say the referees are doing a great job tonight, too. It being a WIA sport, perhaps we've gotten some more folks entering the game or other certified refs in the area. Just super great to have such a fun, easy, clean game here. This is how lacrosse is supposed to be played.
Remember, we can't be played without the refs, so.
Yes. And again, if you do see a ref out and about, they're wearing their stripes, don't be afraid to give them a hug. Hug a ref, thank them for their time, perhaps buy them a Mick Cafe, and I'll tell you.
Or a box of Glazers.
Drops a box of Glazers is always nice, but I'll tell you, that shot that we just witnessed by Israel Mickelson, the
nice.
Magic Man, now you see it, now you don't, because boom, right in that upper corner. He got that shot off at record speed. That was pure magic. So
number 13, Israel
that shot was so fast. It's such a magic man. I think he said to the deep goal, "You want to see me shoot?" And then he said, "You want to see it again?"
Well, it was already in the net.
It was already in the net.
Yep. And the goalie was still facing him up, and he didn't realize it had gone in. So that was a hammer.
Now you see him. Now you don't.
There you go. That was a great shot. Now I'd like to see him get back on the win column. Speak of the devil, there's Chris Patterson. You just mentioned that he was here, and he lied about Eric's summer lacrosse.
Oh, yes. That's true.
But the Patterson family has also been very supportive of lacrosse in the area. And again, Chris and Sonia have done an amazing job. I want to point out that their son, Jack, just graduated from Indiana University. And you want to talk about talent. He will be studying at the London School of Economics.
Nice.
I mean, again, you talk about some talent, some brains, some high aspirations. Just an amazing job. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Eric had that wonderful first year at Capital. just ran into him. I think he's probably put on about 10 pounds of muscle. He
Turnover.
looks tough.
Looks like an unforced error from Appleton, doesn't it?
Yep, we'll take the ball. That's terrific. And love to see the refs hustle down the field. This is great. Getting in position for many years, they wouldn't get back, but this is great. This is just wonderful. So we're going to try and clear the ball. That's Brady Fields. Nice job. He gets it over the midline. Going to get it into the box. I think he wants to maybe spin around on that deep ball. Move it over to
well done, Brady.
Cato Mickelson. Great clear, Brady. Nice wheels. And look at that hustle off the field. Now, lacrosse players, lacrosse is, in fact, a running sport. So whenever you're on the field, around the field, or near the field, you want to be running. It's not a walking sport. It is a running sport by definition.
That was a nice save by Tyler Bishop, the goalie.
It was. You know, I thought Parker was going to come around the net there. He fed it to Brady Zimmerman, who the keeper made a great save on, but I think Parker had room to maybe sneak that in. Here we go. Ball's coming around the net, playing some tough defense. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if everybody heard that, oh, what, but I think that might have been Israel Mickelson's father.
It could have been.
Scott, calling that out, because I would have to agree with Scott. That didn't look like much of a penalty.
I think he's disapproving.
And I've watched a lot of college lacrosse lately, and that really did not look like much. But they're going to pull Iz off the field here for a push, 30-second technical, I believe.
And I want to say, Jim, that Aiden Leatherberry, did I say Aiden? Logan is closing in on that record.
I believe he's probably
He just made another save.
Again, for those of you who don't play lacrosse, the lacrosse ball is about as hard as a hockey puck. And some players can shoot it upwards to 100 miles an hour. And they're standing out there in a chest protector, pair of gloves, and a helmet, and throwing their body into those shots over and over and over again. It takes a special person to play between the pipes. And, you know, Logan's been doing it for years. He wasn't sure he wanted to play goalie, but he turned it around, and I'll tell you, he's turned into one of the best goalies I've seen. And I just wish him nothing but success there at Cleveland State next year. He'll be playing with some other local players, Gunnar McFadden out of Wanakee.
Another nice save.
James Grospeach from Middleton. So they'll have 3 Dane County players at Cleveland State next year, which is pretty darn exciting for the sport of lacrosse.
Yes, it is. Another save by Leatherberry and a good clear out
Good
to
look
Barlow.
Trevor Barlow, Tiger teen beat, making his way down the field.
Must be the flowing locks, Jim.
You know, I'll tell you, where he got that nickname was after a game last year. He came walking off the field shirtless, and there must have been 15 or 20 fans, most of them young
with
ladies.
Sharpies. They wanted
his autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was signing 8x10s, handing them out.
They came with their own Sharpies. That was great to see.
Yeah, we're working on him getting a MySpace account as well, because we think that might drive the volume up. And
yeah, a lot of.
of course, I took all my
looks.
payment in stock.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Yes. And I believe Enron is also another big contributor to you, Mike, on the NIL side. And I know you took a lot of money in stock on that deal.
I did. I took a hit on the Enron stock. Let's just put it that way.
Well, that was years ago.
Yeah.
And Cheney was your buddy.
That's right.
So, I mean, I understand why you signed the deal, but, I mean, I should have learned my lesson, not taking the Napster and MySpace stock. But, all right, Appleton United with the ball. They're moving around up top. I'll tell you, Appleton looks good. I mean, we played them a couple years ago here, and this program is getting put on steroids too. They've got a lot of big, tall, rangy athletes. I haven't seen a lot of unforced turnovers. This has been a very well-played lacrosse game. That was a nice pass and a good finish in the middle.
Yes.
Great handle by number 9 there.
That was Anton Downs.
Great finish.
Yes, good bounce shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think the program has grown, has risen in popularity throughout the state. I know Wausau's having a great year. Hudson's, again, force to be reckoned with. But, you know, the La Crosse area, the De Pere, there's just a lot of non-traditional schools. Wanakee has always been there, but Waukesha is growing. Economowoc, you name it. All over the state, we're seeing lacrosse pop up and being a real option.
In the middle of the state?
Yep, Stevens Point, Pacelli. Another nice face-off win by is Mickelson, and look at that hustle
Look at
after
give
it.
and go.
Give and go, he handles it.
Yeah.
That is beautiful lacrosse.
That is.
Those are two of the original OG Coyotes,
Yeah, that's right.
Iz and Trevor. But that, if any young lacrosse players watching out there, lacrosse is a running sport. And if you saw Iz Mickelson on that play, made the face-off, passed it to Trevor Barlow, and kept moving his feet.
Yeah.
And got to the open space in the middle, handled the pass, and dropped it in.
It was the old give and go.
Yes.
And I tell you what, Jim, that's one way to stop the momentum from the other team getting a goal is to score a goal within 8 seconds.
Yeah, that takes the wind out of their sails and a little more momentum. I'll tell you, that's another Panther goal up on the Culver scoreboard, and welcome to Delicious.
Yes, and you know, I'm a big
Oh, here we
fan
go.
of the
Guess who
concrete
has the ball
mixer.
now? It's Cato Mickelson, moves it right, and another goal. Great finish,
Awesome.
great finish.
You know, I tell you what, the magician.
That's Braden
What's it?
Kaneki.
Okay, Kaneki.
He was out last year with, I believe, a broken ankle, and they sure missed him, so it's great to see him back out on the field, and that was a great finish.
And I tell you what, that, Jim, that assist by Cato Mickelson.
Number 3, Cato Mickelson.
Yeah,
That was a no-look pass.
and I'll tell you, he could have kept going and taken it himself, but that's
Yes.
unselfish play. And always making the extra pass in lacrosse is what makes you a better player and a better teammate.
And by looking off his defender with a no-look pass, the defender had no chance.
Oh, a push in the back. I think is going to get this ball again, but they're letting him play the advantage, I think. Oh, so they let him play the advantage because the ref did have his hand up for a loose ball push. Oh,
Okay.
That's another loose ball push and another loose ball push. I would imagine this ball should be going the Panthers' way, but for some reason, it's not.
No, it's not. It was a
Those
good
were a
ground
couple-
ball fight, though.
It was a good battle, and I give Appleton credit for coming up with a ball. Balls, again, top right for you at home, looking to roll back inside. Good defense right there. That's Tim Grice. The Grice family has also been very helpful for Oregon Lacrosse. I think his father, Tom, serves as the treasurer for the club program. And he's had a great year. In fact, I had a few alumni up here at the half. The surgeon and, of course, Eric Legs Patterson were up here, and they were saying that number 20 was playing very well. And of course, that is Tim Grice. So nice compliment from some of the former players that are still getting it done. All right, here we go. Ball's up top with Jacob Yeakley.
Well, that was a nice clear from Cato Mickelson. They were trying to harass him, but he made his way through there, no problem.
All right, so coming back up here, ball's up top. Looks like Yeakley's going to try and go on the long stick. I think he has him around the corner. They're going to slide early, though. All right, we got to find somebody to be moving off ball there. I think we had too many folks on the off side of the ball, and Jacob didn't have anybody to go with. Here we go, Brett Rudy up top, moving it down to Parker Rydell. Moves it back to Kaneki. Kaneki moves it back up tight to Rudy. Moves it back out. It's Owen Tauschik with the had the ball. Here we go. Looks like Brett Rudy's still moving the ball right. Somebody needs to come over and give him a hand. All right. Drives the corner, back right, looking for somebody to give the ball to. They're trying to isolate him. They're trying to lock off adjacent is what it's called, when you lock off the two players that that are closest to the ball, and they're trying to wear him down. But I give Brett a lot of credit for maintaining this possession and moving the ball when he was given the opportunity. Great ball control and great play there by Brett Rudy. He ate up some clock and no turnover, even though they were trying to isolate him. Oh, that's a good scoop from behind. Let's get that shot. Oh, good shot, good backup. All right, Mike. So we've got about 2 minutes left in the quarter. Score is 8-4, and Panthers has the ball.
Panthers went on a little bit of a run there, didn't they, Jim?
They did. You know, and like I said, that's just fortunate. We had a few opportunities there, but I think this Appleton United team has been playing a great game. playing great defense, good patient defense. They're playing with a lot of skill and a lot of class. I haven't seen any cheap stuff out there. Good poke checks, just smart lacrosse. Again, it's so wonderful to see the sport grow throughout the state. Nice look by Cato Mickelson. Good pick up there. Shot. Oh,
Nice save.
nice try though.
Good
That was
reaction.
Brady Zimmerman. Good scoop and a tough shot. Here we go. They've got to clear at the midfield. Now they've got a bit of a break. They don't have numbers anymore. They should be able to slow this one down. Levin Eustace takes him outside. Looking good. Now Levin has been a part of the program for years too. The Eustace family has always been supportive of the lacrosse program. Eustace has played summer ball, played spring ball. You know, they've been around the sport for a very long time as well. Levin's finishing up as a senior this year. Loved having him as a player when I coached him as a youth.
He's really grown.
He really has, and even just this year, he's come a long way. Here we go, Rothering with the ball. Loose ball push, fiddlesticks.
Huh.
Okay.
I thought that
on
was
Brady Field.
basically
Just a possession turnover,
block.
not a penalty, but a possession turnover. It should be outside the box, and that's where they're taking it. Wonderful. Ball's coming in top right. I thought that was solid D, but that's all right. Ball's at goal line extended, now moving back center. Jacob Sturtz, senior from McFarland, representing the McFarland High School.
And there's a shot in the
Swept
goal.
around, good goal. Tough. They got up top. You need to have that crease slide and come maybe give him a hammer so he doesn't turn the corner.
And I believe, Jim, that was Hans Rudolhuber again.
From Die Hard 3.
Yes.
Yes. So I do recall that name.
Oh, I had that wrong. Ryder Hill.
Ryder Hill, I don't know which film he was in.
I'm not sure if he
I'll
was
have
in
to
any
check
of the Die Hard
IMDb.
series.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, look for our results today on our MySpace account.
Yes.
Jim and Mike, MySpace, we've taken all our money in stock and believe that just having Justin Timberlake and us involved, that it'll be a huge success.
Should be.
In the social media world.
And Jim, just like you said, Appleton is sticking around here. They're not going to give up, so that was a huge momentum goal.
Yes, it was. They kind of stemmed the tide.
Yep.
And it's coming to the end of the third quarter. They couldn't have picked out a better time.
Yep.
Nice
Israel
look.
wins the face-off.
Nice look by Iz Mickelson. Barlow down, back to Cato Mickelson, who sweeps left. I think he's going to get a shot.
He
Good
does.
save by the Appleton keeper. He's been standing up. He's made a lot of great saves tonight. Leatherberry's a great goalie, but this Appleton United keeper is also exceptional. So they still have time, 19 seconds, to maybe put another tally here and make it an 8-6 game. They move it up top right. They try to go down the alley. Good defense by Mickelson. Excellent defense behind the net. I think that was Grice again, or Levin Eustace. Levin knocked down that pass, and hopefully they're going to be able to eat these last 3 seconds, and sure enough, they are.
Yep.
Well done, Panthers.
All right, and I see the defense is fired up down there for the Panthers.
Yep, and we'll be right back with the start of the fourth period of Panther Lacrosse, only on OCA Media with your host, Mike Kesnick, 9-time OCA Award winner, Southern Regional Dane County Lacrosse Broadcaster of the Year.
And runner-up in sectionals.
Panther Stadium. Score 8-5, Oregon Panthers against Appleton United. Is Mickelson at the X, who's been having a heck of a night. Now they're trying to hold him, so that will also be a victory for him.
Yep, you're not going to stop him.
Nope. You can only hope to slow him down.
That's
The Magic
correct.
Man.
But he is the Magic Man, so now you see him and now you don't.
And now we're getting some attendance numbers in here tonight. It looks like there's 17,412.
That's at the gate. They sold more tickets, you know.
Well, some people snuck in. I saw them jumping the fence.
Yep.
Of course, we're not allowed to use the stadium, the seats on the far side of the stadium. That limits our attendance. They just don't want fans by the players. But most of the fans, I wish we could see them, but literally that's all the attendance we had. 17,412. So again, we're coming back. Want to thank Ron's Old Stone Pet Lodge for caring for the Panthers and feeding the Panthers. And again, don't forget Youth Night coming up here on the 17th. The first 100 kids to come will get a free Black Panther Cup. All right, we got Cato Mickelson coming back up. He's rolling back to his left. That's his strong hand. Moves it over to Parker. Nice move there.
Good dodge,
Yep.
yes.
All right, ball's back at X.
I
Zimmerman,
believe that's
I believe.
Cameron White at attack.
Oh, number 18 is in.
Yes.
Yes. TJ, his father has always been coaching the youth as well. It's nice to see him back out here, and he's really come a long way this year too from the start of the season. I think a lot of these folks just needed to have some time on the field to build their confidence. All very capable players, but unfortunately they just, didn't have the opportunity to get out there in years past, like 11 Eustace and things like that. So it's great to see him out there playing full time, and it's great to see
nice
White
dodge.
out there. Good stop by the defender. Oh, it looked like it may have rolled past. Good recovery by the Appleton United goalie. 10 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in this game. 8-5 Panthers.
Yeah, anybody's game at this point.
All right, so they get a free. They got a good clean clear. Moving it down. They're coming with a head full of steam. And Leatherberry's
corn for Leatherberry.
Yeah. You can't shoot that from 15 yards out. Coming straight at Logan Leatherberry. He's going to save it every time.
Loose ball. That's
All right.
a turnover. You can't have those at this
Here we
point in the
go.
ball game.
I think we have he may be driving it himself. Nobody touched him. That's unfortunate. I don't think that was a caused foul. But you know what? It's 8-5. It's close enough. No
All right.
complaints.
Time to see what the man-down defense for the Panthers can do.
That's right. Excited to see the man-up unit here. I think we've only seen it twice tonight. So excited to see what Appleton United can do. And again, don't forget our sponsors here. Again, I want to thank the many, many supporters of OCA Media, including the folks over there at Stoughton Health, at Pizza Pit, Wisco Industries, celebrating their 75th anniversary this year, 2024. Great to have them in our community. They've always been a supporter of every sport. Anybody who's ever asked for a donation, they're always there. Just a great group to have as part of our Oregon community. Can't thank them enough for their continued support.
I'll tell you what, Jim, the Panthers got lucky there. Appleton had a attackman sprinting right to the goal, and he was not able to handle the pass, but that would have been a tough one to save.
All right, so Appleton back on offense. We're still man down here for a minute, and then now we're released. So I guess it was a 30-second penalty. Good hustle back on D. Appleton still possesses the ball behind the net. They move it side right. Great
Nice save.
toe drag and a great save by Leatherberry. If he hasn't hit the record, I would be shocked. This is probably another 20 save performance from Logan. And again, I just don't know if you'll find a better keeper in the state this year, perhaps in the Midwest. So
Good clear.
great look. Not only can he stop the ball, he can clear the ball. And I actually saw him throw an ice pick check not long ago that I thought was exceptional.
Logan did?
Yep, that you don't
Nice.
usually see a goalie. I like this
No.
dodge from the 45-degree angle. Great
Oh,
look. Oh my
yes.
goodness, that's unselfish lacrosse.
That's very well done.
I would think that Cato has probably both a hat trick and a playmaker, 3 assists. I think he probably has 7 or 8 points on the night of the 9 we have.
You would think.
Goal scored by number 29, Braden Kennecke.
All right. Nice job, Braden Kennecke. It's nice to have him back. Again, his father, Josh, also a youth lacrosse coach for years, gave a lot of time to the program. He and his wife, Amanda, just can't thank these parents enough, because this sport doesn't happen without committed parents. And, you know, schlopping them off to a tournament at 8 a.m. In Kettle Moraine or whatever that might be, you know, bringing snacks, coaching when nobody else would. Things like that. It just doesn't happen, and the sport doesn't grow without wonderful people and people that are willing to give up their time to make this a special community. So here we go. Ball's moving back center. Jacob Schertz covering. Levin Eustace supporting him on the right. He's going to try and make the same move. He had that goal earlier. Ooh, a nice behind-the-back pass. Good save by Leatherberry. Another nice save.
That was
nice. A frenzy of shots up close.
Logan
seems to be coaching up the team.
Yes, he was on the ground and was able to gain
his balance and make that final save.
Get to his feet right in time. That was pretty good.
Oh, pass up top. Looks like that's going to stay in bounds.
Not on this turf, right, Jim?
We have one of the nicest grass fields in the state. I know that there's talk perhaps of moving to turf sometime, but this is one of the nicest grass fields in the state, and they do an amazing job keeping it up. And we just feel fortunate to be playing out here for a number of years. Before this was WIA, we had a former athletic director that didn't allow us to use this field at all in the spring.
Yeah, he was kind of useless.
Well, I don't know about that, but it certainly wasn't, you know, I understood his position, because you let one club team play on the field, you have to let them all, and eventually the grass gets worn down. Just happy the state has come to the conclusion that lacrosse should be a WIA sport, and we're just thrilled that it's out there now, and more kids are playing. Great defense there by the short stick. I think that was Brady Fields, kind of prevented a fast break there. Leatherberry is going to take his time now here on the clear. I see him coming out of the box. Nice look to Trevor Barlow for the clear in the box. I see him. He's got an angle. That might be an opportunity. Good shot, good backup there too by White.
And Jim, I've been noticing the Appleton United is getting their men open down out front. They're just right now not
being
able to handle
stonewalled by Logan Leatherberry.
Yes, or handling the passes.
It's, you know, again, Logan is a game changer. Mickelson's a game changer. You get 80–90% of the faceoffs. That's a lot more possessions and a lot more opportunity for your offense. And I think the Panthers have done a good job not giving it away when they've had those opportunities. And of course, Logan, you've got a keeper that makes, you know, 3 or 4 extra saves, and in Logan's case, it might be a dozen that change the game. Those are goals against a lot of keepers, and you know, this game could easily be, you know, 12-9 Appleton United. So I got to give credit where credit's due, though. This defense has matured since the beginning of the season, and they're really starting to play like a unit, starting to trust each other, understanding spacing. A lot of young sticks out there, like Rothering and Grice. There's a bright future here for Oregon. Here we go, ball's coming around the net. We've got Appleton United at goal line extended. He's trying to create an isolation here. I think Tim's doing well moving his feet. He's got him spun a little bit. He's doing great. Staying with him. Great defense by Grice here. Grice rolling back at the goal line. Great job. You know, I'll tell you, Tim Grice played that defense perfectly. It's not your job to strip him. It's your job to make him pass. When an attackman tries to drive on you, you just don't want to give him a shot. And Tim did an exceptional job on that play.
That's what he did.
So Sturt's up top here, playing a long stick midi position perhaps. It looks like they're packing their short sticks down low. It looks like they might be sliding from the crease on this defense. I don't know if they're running the same defense that Nick Yielding used to run.
Oh, I tell you, that was a tough call.
I think that was a legit call.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the refs on that one. And again, want to thank Chico's Hair Club for Ben for this hot, tight perm I'm wearing in my Grianimals outfit. This is rarely seen but heard on the broadcast. But both Mike and I are both very stylish gentlemen.
I'm wearing the koala bears tonight.
Yes, and again, as we mentioned, the Granimals' new line, you can mix bears. It could be a polar bear with a grizzly bear, brown bear with a black bear,
And a koala.
koala bear, any of those things. All the outfits go together. Like I said, if you just bought bears, you'd have an unlimited wardrobe. It'd get you through the whole work week. And that's why I'm so happy to see J.C. Penney's has moved their Granimal lines to the adult section where they belong.
Oh, yeah,
Sure makes
that
it a
was
lot
nice.
easier for me getting dressed in the morning.
I bet.
Mike, you were right. That was a laser.
Yeah,
a
that
laser.
was a Ryder Hill.
Ryder Hill, I believe that's his second goal, and Ryder has a cannon. That was a great shot, and he painted the corner.
I think I saw a little steam coming off of that shot.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's why you don't want to go man down. Gives him an extra attacker and gives him time and space to take shots like that, especially when you have a shooter like Ryder out there.
That's right. So with a little under 5 minutes left, 4:51, it's a 3-goal game again.
All right, is Mickelson. Oh, my goodness. The Magic Man wins again. Now you see him, now you don't. There's the ball in front of you.
Yes.
But all of a sudden, it's an Is Mickelson stick. He's been doing that for years. And I'll tell you,
Again,
Is is
imagine
not,
that, huh?
I'll tell you, Is not just a good face-off player. He's what they call a faux so. Face-off, stay on. Because he's as good a midi as anybody in the conference. And he's still the best face-off man in the state. So some college, as we discussed, is going to be very, very happy to have Is Mickelson out there picking up ground balls, transitioning the ball up and down the field, shooting rockets. He can play attack. He is just, just killing it.
Speaking of transitioning, it is Appleton's ball.
Oh, nice. I didn't think that's where you were going, Mike.
Yeah.
So, again, Washington and Lee is going to be thrilled to have Is Mickelson on the squad next year. Ooh, that one got away.
A little high.
Well, I'll tell you what happens, lacrosse players. When the stick and you're cradling and you reach back a little far, but you hesitate on your shot, the ball rolls into the top of the stick. So when you go to finish, that ball tends to sail high. So that's why we always teach our U8s to shoot by taking their top hand and putting in their opposite pocket, which forces the ball down, and you come straight over your head, which prevents it from going too wide. I'll tell you, we've got a heck of a U8 program here in Oregon now. I believe they're 7-1 and going into the Top Cheese tournament this weekend.
I heard they're animals, Jim.
They are just fantastic. A lot of talented players are coming up to see the future high school.
Oh, that was nice.
Beautiful pass by Parker Rydell.
Yep. That was a little tic-tac-toe, wasn't it?
That was, I like to see that out of this offense, and I think that's when they're their best, is when they let the ball create the offense. So another tip for you kids out there, no lacrosse player is faster than the ball,
Correct.
whether you're on offense or defense. So if you get the ball moving and you make – it's a hat trick for Braden
Well,
Kenneke.
very
Great
nice.
night. Well done, Braden.
And, Jim, that may be the dagger with 3 minutes left.
I
Four-goal
believe
lead.
you're right.
I
Yes.
mean, you never say never, but, I mean, we have the best face-off guy who I'm not so sure he's lost one tonight, perhaps maybe one, but when you're over 90%, FanDuel, and they're going to tell you to put your money on number 13 right here.
That's right. And again, I want to thank NIDA Medical as a sponsor, who traditionally has provided us
And
with the surgeon giveaway,
there you go.
the tent. Again, another face-off win. Surprise, surprise.
Yep. FanDuel would have cashed in on that, right?
Yes, and I'll tell you, FanDuel is an interesting site. You can wager on sports.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true. And again, want to continue to support MySpace. Again, we've taken our payment in stock. Again, if Justin Timberlake's involved, so are we. We know this can be nothing but a success at social media. I think they called a ward there, but I did not see it. But
Neither
I
did
don't
I.
think Trevor Barlow would do that. He's a really nice kid. Look at that hustle. You want to talk about that? Is Mickelson does everything. That kid sprinted from one box to the other. He's up by 5 goals. A lot of folks may have taken their time. Not Is. He ran full speed. That's why I'll tell you, Is
All right.
Mickelson has been playing up for the last, I want to say, forever. He's
For
played
his whole life.
His whole life.
Yes.
And again, battling his brother, he is one heck of an athlete and lacrosse player.
Yep. And you know, when I tell you what, usually is the youngest of the family turns out to be sometimes the most athletic, or you know, when you get thrown around
you're
by your
talking
older
about
brothers.
Cato.
We're talking about Cato, yes.
Yeah, okay, not is.
No.
Is a heck of an athlete too.
Yes.
You know who else is? His tail hooking mother.
Yes.
Yeah, she is a tail hooker, and she also teaches yoga.
That's right.
Yeah, so she's an athlete in her own right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
You know,
and-
and if you get out of line in that Mickelson household, she's going to set you straight.
Yeah, and let me ask you a bit of a trivia question.
Ah, yes.
Do you know who mows the Brooklyn fields for the youth?
I don't.
It is the Mickelson family.
Aha.
They mow the whole field.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking Logan may have just set the record.
No, I think he's just short one save.
He's tied it, huh?
He's tied the record in one more save.
Aha.
So, and again, getting back to the action here, 2 minutes left, coming off a timeout. Again, we want to say thank Wisco Industries, a proud supporter of Panther sports, celebrating their 75th anniversary here in Oregon. Again, once again, we're thankful to have them. And of course, we want to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Culver's of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious.
You know, I love those concrete mixers.
Oh, you can't go wrong.
I
Really,
think
is
I've
there a
had
bad item on the Culver menu?
No. I think I've had every combination of concrete mixer there is, and when you can combine them all, I think there's like 1,100, and I've had them all.
Speaking of athletes, here comes Cato Mickelson out of the timeout for the human clear, and he's going through three, and oh my goodness, that was difficult. And he did knock down the other three, though, because he's so tough and strong.
Oh, look at that.
Like his father, Scott.
Yeah.
You know, his mother is a tail hooker, and she's very agile, but Scott is the strong one. I've seen him move sailboats. I've seen him move lawnmowers and Porsches. You name it. Scott, I believe, used to compete in the World Strongman competition.
Yes, he was.
He was representing Hawaii, I believe.
I think so. He lifted up the large stone over his head.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. So, and you know, and I tell you what, Scott is one heck of an athlete himself. You just don't know who's the best one in that family.
Well, you want to talk about who's the best athlete in that family. We haven't mentioned her yet. Elizabeth Mickelson.
Oh, that's true.
Decathlete, MSOE.
Yeah.
The young lady had never done a decathlon.
Wasn't she athlete of the year?
And she was athlete of the year a short time later.
It just put her mind to it, and there you go.
And not only that, she's got an awesome job in Boston. She's killing it in every aspect of life. But that's no surprise. It's a Mickelson.
I am not
right?
surprised.
Yeah.
She was the leader of the mafia.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, she may be the best athlete in that family.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
She's not a tail hooker.
She's not a tail hooker. And for those of you that don't know, we are speaking military
terms. So that if you're on an aircraft carrier, a tail hooker is the one who catches that plane as it's coming down for the landing and locks it down so it kind of bounces off the front, lands down on the ground. They hook that tail, and you've got to be an athlete to be able to do that.
And that was Hope.
And that's how most of the kids develop their skills, between that and I'll tell you the
nice.
Well,
Looks
let's
like
see
we're
here. Minute 44 here. Nice clear. Levin Eustace running the field. Oh my goodness, that felt like on the melon.
I thought it was.
And I think that the ref went to reach for his flag, but I think it was close enough not to call. I would agree with the ref's decision on that one.
All right, let's see if we can get one more save out of our man.
So good pass in the middle, shot, and a goal.
No, I think that went off his. Yes, it was.
Unfortunately, a shot and a goal. But we still have 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Appleton's not going away.
No, and I love that. I love the spirit. I love the fight. They're not hanging their helmets. They know that if they hustle out, you know, in lacrosse, it's conceivable to get 3 goals in 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't take long. The one silver bullet we have in this situation is Mickelson.
Yes, the magician.
The magician.
Well, as you recall, when a couple years ago, when we had Adam Slager taking face-offs, I think that year of 2022, we scored 4 or 5 times under 10 seconds.
Yes, just Adam running down with the ball.
Yes, sometimes it was him shooting, sometimes it was one pass and in.
again, I want to give a shout out to Adam's Chinchilla Chow. Again, once again, he's got his a hobby farm raising chinchillas, but he's developed his own food. Another face-off win for Mickelson.
This should do it.
This could be the coffin,
Oh.
the nail in the coffin.
The nail in the coffin. Usually, Jim,
Yes.
they just hold the ball and run around with it. Not that time.
Yeah, and that's brought to you by Chad's Crematorium, just an offshoot of Nide Medical. Chad's Crematorium, when you don't want to put the nail in the coffin.
Panther goal
Yes,
scored
that's
by
right.
number 13, Israel Mickelson.
Is Mickelson, I feel like they keep saying that name somehow. It sounds familiar.
I think they've said that. Did I just hear hat trick?
At least a hat trick. And I know
believe
that his
so.
brother has one, and so does Braden Konecki has one. So that's 9 or 10 goals right there. And I think Trevor Barlow might have the other one.
I think he's got 2 of them. Yep.
There
There we go.
Well, it might be another face-off win. Holy cow.
Holy moly.
The Magic Man
Oh,
finds his brother. Is this the
yep.
Mickelson Mafia?
Yeah, look at
this.
this.
Is great ball work. Oh, my gosh. That may
yeah.
be the prettiest lacrosse goal I've seen all season.
That was nice.
Mickelson down to Mickelson.
Yep.
Down to Brady Zimmerman. Cross to Jacob Yeakley with a hammer in the corner.
Yeah, as
That
they say,
was.
tic-tac-toe.
What does MC Hammer say? Hammer time.
Hammer time.
There we go,
Yes,
Mike.
That's right. That was
That's
hammer
right.
time.
I know I was dating you, but you know what? Where
Yes.
you can find that Hammer Time?
On
Napster.
Napster, yes.
Napster. Download it for free.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Is Mickelson?
I think I was thinking of Can't Touch This.
Oh, you could have been.
Yes.
That might be the name of the song. Hammer Time might just occur in that song.
That could. You are correct.
You know, he used to have those genie pants and kind of slide sideways.
I
He
still do.
Gosh, that's fantastic. You know where you can find that video?
Napster?
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yes, it's our new social media platform Mike and I and Justin Timberlake are bringing out. Again, taking all our payments in stock. Oh, my goodness. Look at that shot. Oh, my God. He
Oh,
rang the bell.
off the
Great
pipe.
move. And his release is what's really impressing
Yeah,
me.
it was very quick, wasn't it?
His release on his shot has probably picked up 2 seconds. I mean, it's like lightning. He gets his hands cradle, and all of a sudden he shoots. Ooh, I like the drive to the net here by Yeakley. I do. And I want to stress, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, my goodness. Nice
There
job,
we
Jacob
go.
Yeakley.
And I think Jacob, he did that all himself,
That's
didn't
2
he?
right there
That's
for
effort
Jacob
right
Yeakley.
there.
He might have another one.
Yes.
I do want to say that I've been waiting all night,
Goal scored by number 90.
and we only have 21 seconds left. But Logan Leatherberry is sitting tied for the state save record over career.
Tied.
With 792 saves.
Holy moly.
Insanity, right?
That's a lot of saves.
That is a lot of saves. And if he doesn't break the record tonight, it will be the first save he has in the next game. But you want to talk about an incredible career. And I don't think he's going to get a chance to save any more because of his pal is Mickelson.
Yep, not tonight.
Both alpha teammates. So he gets it in the box. I really would recommend just hanging out and not trying to score here.
I think that's what
That's
they're
the
doing.
class act down to White. 4 seconds. And this is going to be a win for the Panthers. This is going to be a big win.
Yes, quite
All
the
right.
win.
Nice job, Oregon Panthers. And we
Yes.
want to thank everyone for tuning in. We did get the metrics. It looked like we were on 4 continents and in 76,000 households tonight. Mike.
Yes, 2 hemispheres.
Yes. And for those of you in Australia, enjoy the replay tomorrow. And we do want to say thank you again to OCA Media for making this a part of their production schedule. OCA Media is a treasure for this town. They cover every sporting event, every band concert, every school board meeting, you name it. They're out there in the community making it happen. And I don't know if a lot of people realize how fortunate we are to have that kind of dedication from their leadership, from their organization, and their time. Because, again, this kind of broadcast doesn't happen without the great folks at OCA Media, a Panther Sports production.
It's not easy to pull off, is it?
And again, thank you all for joining us tonight and another Panther win.
Yes, 13-7 victory. Very nice for the Panthers, and we will see you next time.
Festival last week, whose name you just can't remember. Together, we got it covered.
We are your community.